Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Irvin. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know it, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open on the right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Irvin. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Brown will throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The short hands, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the toss. Oh, what a move. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it up and putting a drive together. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Mariota. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They boot it away on 4th down. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Irvin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. Golden finds his man on the left. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw, it's Mariota. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his gut.
Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. The snap sets up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Loss on first down, increase the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Keeps it on the bootleg. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job with quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Huff. And it's a 1st down, they'll mark it at the 44. New set of downs after the completion.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 40, there he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. And they're not on the same page there. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's trying to get it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. Scanning the field, it's Mariota. Makes the catch and gets the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got...
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now this offense is back on the field. Give to the running back. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air, it's Mariota. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. And he will house it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mariota. He's got him. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Hop. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 35. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll leave it with the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Mariota. Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Irvin. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Stanford.
They'll run play action. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Brown will throw it. Under fire. And they're able to get him on the ground. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richmond. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Huff. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mariota. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He splits the upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. Run it with the fullback. Look out, he's got room. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's Mariota. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got him this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Just keeps slinging it. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Mark down at the 45. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking downfield, it's Mariota. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Huff. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Offense now working in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Caught in the backfield. It's Doyle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Irvin. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal will have to boot it away.
On to punt it away.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Mariota. And the quarterback goes down.
problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Slithers into space. Turning it on. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Stanford. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 8 over Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Good enough for first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Huff. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Thomas. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Mariota. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Huff. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.